I'm Amy E. here on scissorboy.com. We're here at Wella. We're going to talk to Diego Raviglione and we're going to listen all about trend vision. It's going to be wonderful. Come and join us. Snip, snip. Okay, so Diego is right in there and he's teaching a class all about how to turn a trend into a photograph fit for a competition. Do you want to see it? Come on, let's go watch.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wella Studios. We're very, very happy to have you. And we are immensely looking forward to this weekend. If you look at a technical hairdresser and a creative hairdresser, it's really interesting to see that the technical hairdresser can have a flourishing, great career executing beautiful lines, doing beautiful bobs, beautiful graduation, incredible layers, without being creative. I mean, you really can't. A creative hair cutter without the technical ability to put it behind the creativity becomes a hacker. Because if you don't know the cause and effect of your craft, then you are winging your shapes. And I think that that'll only carry you so far, truthfully speaking. And if you look at people that have changed the industry, whether it's Vidal Sassoon, whether it's, that made monumental impact, Trevor Sorby, Robert Labetta, there's many great artists. And if you look at the one thing that links them all in common is that they had the ability to view our craft through the eyes of design. They looked at it through design. They did not obsess over celebrity. Robert Labetta didn't become famous for who he did, he became famous for what he did. And there's a big difference there. And I think that, what I find so incredible and so inspiring is that there still are many artists like yourselves that still feel the need to come and take classes where we can, really express our artistry and do that through editorial work.
This is Diego Raviglione.
Hello, everyone.
And what's your job here at Wella?
I'm the artistic director of Bellus Academy.
That's great.
Yes, I love it.
And here we're learning about trends and how to interpret trends. Can you talk a bit about that for us?
Yes, well, I mean, trends are what drives our industry. And we are, as hairdressers and artists, we have a responsibility to be aware of these trends. Not to be dictated by them, but to be aware of them. And it's very important for us to be able to interpret these trends based on our own personal inspirations. And that's what makes the whole trend concept so diverse, because it's putting the artist into the trend.
So here at Wella, we've got 4 trends.
Yes.
Every year you have 4 trends. So
Yep.
what are the ones for this year?
The ones for this year are Lumina, Passionista, Glamazon, and Polaris.
Great job.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a challenge to remember
It
them all,
is.
right?
It is.
New words, they're not in the dictionary.
It's embedded in my head. It's in the vault. I got it.
Great, so behind us we even have a couple of them.
These are the examples of Lumina and Passionista.
Yeah.
Passionista is all about the euphoria
Red.
of falling in love and the sexiness
The
and
lips.
red and sultry. Yeah, you see the lips on the hair. And Lumina is all about the innovation and technology and how technology has shaped our lives for the better. It's a very euphoric look at technology.
Let's talk about mood boards.
Let's talk about
What
mood
is a
boards.
mood board?
A mood
feeling?
board.
How you're feeling?
Yes,
today?
a mood board. I always think of yeah, exactly. It's like a storyboard when you make a movie, and you're following certain, ideas, and it kind of lays everything out for you so that you can see and understand, what your next step is going to be. A mood board for a photo shoot simply takes your inspirations that you have in your mind and manifest them onto something that you can visually see. And what's amazing about mood boards is once you start to collage and put it together, because you got to remember, a mood board's not, you know, yes, it's about hair, but you shouldn't just have pictures of hair on your mood board.
Okay, what else should you have?
Textiles, architecture, color palettes, pieces of fabric.
Makeup?
Absolutely.
Eyes.
Everything that
Accessories, your favorite?
If you look at what your inspiration is or what it is that you want to convey, everything around that has influenced that needs to go on that board. And the thing that's amazing is that as you do mood boards, an evolution always takes place. You may have an idea strategically in your mind of what you want to do, and as you start to fuse together and puzzle together this mood board, you may find it takes you on a little journey and it ends you up somewhere that you didn't plan on being, but you're so glad you did.
So we're here in Wella's studio and there's a class going on behind us and we're going to go interview some of them because they're doing mood boards. Let's go see what they're working on. Come on. What's your name?
My name is Helen Fox.
Helen Fox.
Right here.
Helen Fox. And what's your trend?
Actually, we're going to be doing the Glamazon trend, and she is my Glamazon model, beautiful Natalie over here.
Hi, Natalie. She is beautiful. And so what have you found so far for your mood board?
Well, for my mood board, you know, I'm finding a lot of kind of big Amazon-like sexy hair. Lots of golds and coppers for the makeup. I love like that ombre effect of like the color melting the dark to the light. So kind of just like wild, but tamed and sexy hair at the same time. It's like I was telling him, it's a fine line between that big sexy hair without being frizzy and just a big mess.
Okay.
So actually controlling, it's like my crazy with a purpose.
And what is your trend?
My trend is gonna be passionista.
Passionista, just like Wendy.
Just like Wendy.
Are you? Do you know each other?
We actually work together.
You
so
work
We
together.
work for the same company. So.
And you're competing in the same trend.
We're competing in the same category, though, in the same trends, and I'm all excited because I know I'm gonna win.
Ah.
There's a challenge. Yeah,
There's
we
a
also have
challenge, and we're
Helen
sitting
over
right
there
next to
that's
each
part of our
other.
team.
I'm one of the persons that like the sensuality on a woman, like high heels, and on top of that, I like the volume, the movement of the hair. So, and I can just picture her being a very passionate person, like putting a lot of like sensuality to it. On top of that, I can put my magic touch to it.
Magic
So,
touch. Magic.
snip, snip. We're gonna cut it and put the magic and passion to it.
Magic and passion. Snip, snip. How would you take this look to a model? How would you take the inspiration of the trend to a model?
Well, you know, first of all, you have to choose the model accordingly. A lot of times when we're choosing models, we just look for a pretty girl that'll let us do something to her hair.
Oh, she's got long legs, that'll
She's
work.
got, yeah. But you know, you've got to have someone that's really conveying the philosophy of what you want to do. It's not just a matter of just taking, you know, because you know your cousin's friend that happens to be pretty. It has to be relevant to your inspiration, because you don't ever want to be in a position where you have to sell out your inspiration, your artistic ability, because you're at the mercy of a model. So choosing a model is extremely important, that you choose the right model that goes with the philosophy behind what you want to do. Yeah.
So how did you find Natalie?
Natalie
And
is
her
actually
beautiful hair.
one of my previous students. I'm a cosmetology teacher, so she was one of my students. And when I decided to do the Glamazon look, I actually thought of her and her hair. I remember using her in class, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to find her. So actually, thank God for Facebook.
Wow.
So I found her on Facebook, and I said, please be my model.
And what did you say?
Yeah.
That is taking one for the team, right?
Right.
You've got to stick together when you're in beauty school, teacher, student.
So this is gonna be good. I'm just gonna accentuate what she's got going on already.
Good for you. Bobby, why is your chair empty?
My model canceled.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, when you find them on Craigslist.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know yet. We'll see. I have some people working on models for me, and maybe I'll get one tomorrow.
Does that really put you behind?
Yes. Yeah, it does.
Well, I need my hair doing. Look at it's really grown out and it needs a cut. I cut it myself last week. Do you want me to be your model?
That would be amazing, actually.
Really?
Yeah, you kind of work out perfectly.
Oh my gosh, this was not planned. I'm not even prepared. Okay,
Yay.
all right, let's do it.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, so what are we doing? Which
Well-
trend?
I had Passionista in
That's
mind.
right.
And what I had originally thought is I wanted to do something very vibrant and red, fading out to more of a pastel rosy color, which
Okay.
pretty much works for what you have going on right now too, so it might be pretty easy.
Okay, you've done this before, right?
Yes, yeah.
Right. All right, well, let's give it a big snip snip. Can you go? Snip snip. Let's talk about competition. How
Okay.
can you win a competition?
How can you win a competition? There's a lot of elements to winning a competition.
I want to know. Let us know.
Okay. Great makeup, because there's a lot of things. It's not just about hair.
Really?
No, it's not just about hair. They're
But
looking
it's a
for-
hair competition.
Yes, but there's hair. You need to think about your canvas. Whatever wardrobe it is that you're using can't consume the hair, and a lot of times that happens. A lot of times we add so many bells and whistles that we lose the effect of the focal point. Because anytime you see anything true, there's great beauty in simplicity, and a lot of times we lose the impact of a focal point because there's too much going on. Too much neck jewelry, big earrings, high necklines and dresses, and those things by themselves can be wonderful. You put them all together, and then you add the hair and the makeup, and the eye doesn't really know what to look for.
The judge's eye.
Exactly. You want the judge to be like, oh my God, look at that hair.
That's all they
Beautiful."
see.
Yes.
Because the rest just flows so
Yeah, and the
beautifully.
symbiotic relationship between everything else that goes around it. That's what they need to see.
Well, thank you for joining
Thank you
us
very
today,
much. A
Diego
pleasure.
Raviglione.
Raviglione, yeah, it was a
Say that
pleasure.
10 times fast. Raviglione. We're going to throw up a big snip snip. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Snip, snip.
snip.